underway. Fair catch called for and made. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Toss sweep to the right. At the 45 on its way. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Got a man. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To throw, it's Weeks. Fires to the big fella. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground with the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it. That was a great call. 1st down.
The Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Temple 14, Miami, Ohio 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Toss sweep right. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Weeks. fires to the tight end. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the 1st quarter, David. I think they got...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Works the middle of the field. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They go to the draw. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this job.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah,
and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick-6. Touchdown, Owls! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick-6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back, the Redhawks offense heads to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man, it's Weeks. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They knock him down right there.
Well, they try to go with draw, and they didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless, and that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
And the Redhawks get enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Temple.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Take over. First and 10.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Red Hawks will keep this drive going.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Dropping back, it's Weeks. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws another interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The running back has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Owls with the 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 3. Second down coming up.
Got it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Douglas. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Miami Ohio offense will take over 1st and 10.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Extending the play. Avoids pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Weeks. Got his man quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
And the Red Hawks line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
All kinds of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Able to get one down to the 15.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Okay, ready?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the punishment has been extended.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Temple 48, Miami, Ohio 0.
The play action fake. Snagged on the outside, it's Sims. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field.
Timeout, Temple.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will keep it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes his connection. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Yeah, and he's been dependable, hasn't he? He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Caught over the middle. It's Clark. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Douglas. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he makes the extra point. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They go right back to him. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Second down coming up. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.